Hello Chieftains! Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, and that is a sponsored dedicated video to one of my favourite games at the moment, and that is Raid Shadow Legends. So thank you so much to the guys over at Plarium for sponsoring this video, and today I'm just going to give you an update on my account, share with you some promo codes, and there's one in particular that I can't wait to share with you guys, and also the Dragon Hunt event that I'm going to get into right now. So for the Dragon Hunt event, all you need to do is download Raid and copy your player ID, or your UM number as it's called in game. And once you have grabbed that UM number, you'll need to enter it on the website egghunt.plarium.com, and that will allow you to enter the AR adventure. If you have downloaded the game in 2023, you are in for a chance of winning a whole host of prizes. But if you have downloaded the game before 2023, there are a couple of promo codes for all players. One of them is the code Dragon Egg, and that is available for everyone, no questions asked. And you can get one more unique promo code for yourself if you play the AR event and find the Dragon Egg. With the announcement of the Dragon Egg event out of the way, I just want to tell you my thoughts on the game and show you some progress of my 300-day-old account. I'm currently running Minotaur because it's clan v clan, and that's when I like to spend my gems for some extra points, but we'll give you a quick brief rundown. So campaign, I use Bellower, it's done in 6 seconds. This is where I get all my food. Dungeons, I don't touch Iron Twins. All of the potion keeps are on the max level, as you can see here. Minotaur, max level. Ice Golem, I've got to 25, not done a single one on hard yet. Spider, I don't have a burner really. I don't have a burner, which is why one of these promo codes that you guys are going to get is going to be quite good. But yeah, I don't have a consistent burner for Spider. Dragon, beat 25 easy. Go on to stage 2 on hard because that's all I have consistent. I just do bombs and poisons from Nishak. Fire Knight, I could probably get to stage 25. I've just not put in the effort really. Sand Devils, I just farm stage 3. Faction Wars, I've not finished a single one. I could probably, you know what? I could probably do Skinwalkers now that I've got the new fusion. Yeah, if I take out Taurus and I put on the Razzlevarg, the bunny rabbit, I could probably finish that one. Arena, I play in gold 5. Let's have a quick look at one of these. Just farm the simple, easy one-man defenses. There we go. Absolutely destroyed. Tag team, gold, bronze 4. I should really push the silver, but I've not built out enough teams. Live arena. This is something they've just added, and I'm actually really enjoying this. This is so good. Basically, it's a 5 versus 5, but you get to ban one of the champions, and you get to pick your own leader, and you actually play against a real human and not just an AI. Really fun. Clan boss. This is what I've spent most of my time on. As you can see, I've used my 2 keys. I run a Deacon Eater comp. I think it's Deacon Eater. Yeah, because it's not Bat Eater. So basically, these guys, these 2 here, stop me from getting killed. This one resets the cooldown, so they can keep the unkillable up more. Deacon is like decreased defense, turn meter manipulation, and Ronda Rousey, the MMA star and WWE star now, is the damage dealer. And I just 2 key Ultra Nightmare, 1 key Nightmare, 1 key Brutal. Hydra. I'm starting to build the Hydra team. We're not looking too good though. Not looking too good. It's funny how this one I just threw together. Was it this one? I don't remember which one. I think it was the top one I just threw together, and Drexstar just done so much more damage than like my Ronda on this one, which is kind of a disgrace. I'll need to, again, I just need a burner. Doom Tower, finished normal. Finished that today actually, or just before I went to bed, thankfully. What else? That's the battling wise. I've got quite a few legendaries now. Just today, well, today's Clan v Clan, so I booked Uko. I booked, who else did I book? It was Shamrock. I booked Magnar as well. That's an epic, and I booked Razzlevarg. I didn't book Physics, did I? No. But yeah. What else? Are we winning the clan v clan? No, we're a couple of 100k behind. I've already done my points. I finished the Razelvarg fusion today. You're not gonna be able to see that. I think that's it really. So yeah, I'm really enjoying Raid. I've been playing it almost daily since I first partnered with them last year for a YouTube video, and it's just a fun game. You know, it's a lot less stressful than speedrunning or doing challenge runs or, you know, anything that's physically demanding like Counter-Strike. I've got back into that a little bit, but you know, takes a lot out of you. But this, you can kind of just think and enjoy, and it's just nice. It's nice, really, a lot less stressful. And I really enjoy the idea of like building the teams and coming up with different strategies to beat certain content. And it's just a fun game, you know. It's just a fun game compared to a lot of like gacha or mobile style games. This is by far the best by a long shot. It's not even funny. But yeah, if you do want to download Raid, I've got some promo codes coming up for you guys. So if you guys want to download Raid, I have a full list of promo codes available for you guys. One set of these promo codes are for new players only. Now, you can only pick one new player promo code. You have to use it within 72 hours of downloading the game, and these will usually give you a pretty good epic champion, maybe even a rare champion. But there's one particular code that I'm going to give right at the end, and that is for a free legendary champion. I'll give you the rest of the promo codes first because there's still some very good champions in there that you might still want. So we're going to go through them ones first. And there's also a second set of promo codes. Now these can be used whenever, as long as they are still available in game. You can only use one promo code every 24 hours. And there is also a third set of promo codes. Now these will be QR codes that are going to come up on screen. These are going to give you a free champion of your choice. There are 3 promo codes and YouTube links that Raid have given me, so you can pick an extra epic champion as well as the new player promo codes and the rest of the promo codes that are going to be in this video. So if you want to use any of these promo codes, all you need to do is click on this left tab, click on promo codes, and there'll be a little box here where you can type in the promo code. I can't do it because I've just used one yesterday. Again, reiterating that you can only use one every 24 hours. So these first 4 promo codes are available for all players on all devices, but they are time limited, so they might not be available when you watch this video in, say, a month's time. These are all going to give you a variety of resources. So the first one is Demolish, which will give you 1 full energy, 1 day XP boost, 50 multi-battle attempts, and 300,000 silver. Game Geeks Spring will give you 1 full energy, 200,000 silver, and 1 each of the greater affinity potions. VLDL X Raid will give you 3 rank up chickens, 30 times XP brews, and 250,000 silver. And then JonTron X Raid will give you 2 energy refills, 2 classic arena refills, and 200,000 silver. Now those 4 codes can be used whenever, as long as they are still available in the game and on any platform at any time. So now we're going to get into the spicy new player promo codes. Now these new player promo codes will usually give you a variety of resources as well, but the main focus of these promo codes is going to be the champions that come with them. So the first one is Daspiel23 Shinuru, and Shinuru I believe is a Shadowkin epic. I'm not too sure what she does. I don't have her. She has an A1 block buffs, which is not terrible. It's a 50% chance. 3 times at random, 100% weaken. That's a decent skill. And cleanses all increased defense from enemies then attacks. So that could be quite a big damage dealer. This one, personally, I wouldn't recommend this code. Then we have Gator, which is going to give you just a rare champion. Again, this is another one I would not recommend, but you do you. This just gives you a Gator, which is a rare. 50% hit reduction on the A1, increased attack on all allies, weak version, and a cleanse. A cleanse on a 3 turn cooldown is actually not the worst thing. It's not the worst thing. But, again, I wouldn't recommend this code. We then have Game Geeks Trix 23 Mother, and that will give you a Mother Superior. I do have her. She's got a continuous heal on a 4 turn cooldown, a shield. Heals a single ally by 30% of this champion's max HP on a 3 turn cooldown. 13% speed in all battles. Yeah, I wouldn't use this one either, but again, up to you. So this promo code isn't too bad, and that is Firestarter, and that will give you an Ultimate Gaelic, which is an epic champion. It does have an AoE HP burn if this champion is under increased attack. Now I believe this actually, yeah, so what happens is you use this attack to get the increased attack, and then eventually you use this one afterwards, and that will put burns out on enemies. However, the burn is not consistent. So if you're looking for a burner, there is a promo code that is available for iOS and Android, and that one is 100% consistent. And again, that's another promo code I wish I could have because I don't have that champion. The next one is mid-game 23 Giscard. Now Giscard, I believe, is Sacred Order, or is it Bannerlords? I think it's Bannerlords. I always get confused. Giscard, one of the champions I pulled quite early on. Not terrible. Does bring a increased defense and increased attack, strong version on a 3-turn cooldown, and an AoE provoke on a 75% chance. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. There's not many champions that do AoE provoke. What is this passive actually? Fills this turn meter by 15% whenever they are attacked by enemy under provoke or increased attack. Yeah, so pretty good passive. Defense in Faction Crypts, probably more of a Faction Crypts champion. But there you go. Mid game 23 Giscard for Giscard. So this next promo code would have been the promo code that I would have suggested to every single new player if it wasn't for the code that came out yesterday. However, there are still some benefits to taking this code. That code is Superpowers, and that is going to give you a Deacon Armstrong. This guy is just an absolute beast. So good. Probably one of the best epic champions in the game. Maybe like top 5 of non-void anyway. A1 is a double hitter leech, 50% each hit, so essentially it's like, I don't know the numbers, but it's a pretty high chance of hitting a leech. And what leech does is, if an enemy has leech and you hit them, there is a percentage of that damage that you deal to the enemy is going to be healing yourself, which is a pretty strong skill, very good for clan boss, insane for clan boss actually. AoE decreased defense, always very, very good. It's on a 3-turn cooldown when it's booked, but the A3 is its main ability, and it is so good. Fills the turn meter of all allies by 15%, and decreases the turn meters of all enemies by 15%. Usually, pretty good, but then it grants an extra turn. Like, this is insane. It's so good. So it would be on a 3-turn cooldown when it's fully booked. Essentially, it's on a 2-turn cooldown because you get an extra turn. So you just go into A3, into an A2, drops the defense of all enemies, then you could have like a speed booster and an attack booster to just increase the attack of your team, and then Anuka comes in, bang, smashes it in arena. I still use him in my clan boss team. I'll just show you real quick. Even though I showed you earlier that I use him, so I don't have a key, but yeah, so he's my speed lead. He'll basically make it on a 2-to-1 comp, and this only works with him. Obviously, everyone plays a role in this, but without Deacon, the team wouldn't be fast enough to do what it needs to do. So that's Superpowers. You might still get that code. Like, it's still very, very good. Now, these next promo codes are only available on iOS and Android. There is one code in particular, again, that is very good. Probably not as good as Superpowers, but still very, very good, and I wish I had this champion. So the first one is Lady Kun, and that is for a Lady Quillen. I actually have no idea. Oh, here we go. It's a Bannerlords. I thought so. I don't have this champion. I don't know much about her. A1 fills this champion's turn meter by 15% if this attack is critical. It's decent, I guess. Another A1 places an extra hit if this attack is critical. Fills the turn meter of all above 30% if this attack kills an enemy. It's alright. AoE, increase crit damage and increase attack buff on all allies for 2 turns if this attack is critical. It's a decent kit. It's a decent kit. And I will say the artwork for the champions, all of the champions are just so good. I love all of them. The design is just great. This promo code though, if you're on iOS and Android only, no, I would not go with this code. Then there is Gift Hero 22, and that will give you a Dilgol, and I believe that is a dwarf. Void. So Dilgol is a Void champion, so that's a benefit already. A decreased speed on the A1. It is the weak source version. 50% chance to hit when book. It's alright, I guess. AoE decrease decrease accuracy is pretty good as well. A1 triple hit. A3 is attacks one enemy 3 times. Each hit has a 65% chance of placing a strong decreased defense. Again, decent, but it is a rare, and there's just so many better promo codes out there. Now, this is also in the Dwarves faction. It's another champion I don't have, and I didn't realize it was an epic. I thought it was a rare, but that is Grizzled, and that will give you a Grizzled Jarl. What does this guy do? Has a 50% chance of placing a heal reduction on the A1. Block debuffs on a 3-turn cooldown. That's why this guy is used in Clan Boss. Very, very good. He just dropped his little axe. What's he doing? Pick it up. But yeah, block debuffs on a 3-turn cooldown with increased defense. This would be very good for like a non-unkillable, non-block damage Clan Boss. Pretty good. AoE, 100% decreased attack and destroys max HP. Pretty good champion. Pretty good champion. I think this is the only block debuffs champion that has come out in these promo codes. But there's a lot of champions that do this, to be honest. A lot of champions that do block debuffs. I've got quite a few already on my account. Although it being on a 3-turn cooldown is quite unique. Would I go for this one? Probably not. But the next code is it's one of the 3 codes that I would use pretty much. So this would be the number 2 one. And that is Mordecai. And I believe this guy is Sacred Order as well. A champion I don't have. I wish I had him. It would make my life so much easier. Mainly it's this this ability here. It would be a 100% chance of placing HP burn on all enemies. 4-turn cooldown. No questions asked. It's such a good ability. I really need it for Spider. And damage on Hydra, I guess, would be really good. His A2 as well is a 100% turn meter decrease on all enemies, and is it just basically the same as Deacon Armstrong, but without the extra turn? 100%, yeah. So it's basically Deacon Armstrong's A3, but without the extra turn. That's pretty good as well. Accuracy in all battles, and I believe this is turn meter as well. Has a 45% chance of decreasing the turn meter, 75% if they're under HP burn. So again, pretty good for bringing down the turn meter of the main Spider if you're running Spider. And this is mainly what he's going to be used for. So yeah, that's all of the promo codes, apart from one that I have kept hidden from you. And that is because Raid is giving away a free legendary champion. Now this guy was free before as a login reward. So you'd log in for 7 days and you'd get him. And it is Ultimate Death Knight. This legendary right here. Such a unique ability in his passive, really, which is this one here. Too awesome to die. Whenever an ally is attacked, has 100% chance of completely blocking the hit, decreasing the incoming damage to 0, and this champion will receive the damage instead. So basically, if someone uses like a Rotos, which only attacks one enemy, hits an ally, Ultimate Death Knight will take that damage instead. And you can just build him so tanky. He's just an absolute defensive beast. So the A1 is a 30% provoke, well 50% when booked, and also 75% chance to provoke on a legendary champion. I keep forgetting about this legendary champion bit. AoE decrease attack, and this is quite a strong hit as well. Defensive based champion. So the AoE decrease attack will land as well as a fear on legendary champions as well. So this guy's really anti-legendary champion. Very strong. Then a continuous heal and a shield on all allies. 3-turn cooldown. And this passive here increases HP, defense, and speed for each dead ally. So this guy can solo like dungeons. You use him in like arena defense. Just a general tank. Like he's just so good. And this is the code that you should definitely get, and that is GetUDK. They've never. I don't think they've ever done a legendary from a code like this before, and I would not miss up on this opportunity. It's between this and superpowers, really. The downside of getting this legendary is it's a lot harder to get the books, but like you'll get the books eventually. I would definitely say get UDK, and at the same time, UDK doesn't really need books for this passive. The passive just works straight out of the box, and he doesn't need that many books anyway. Was it 10? But yeah, And lastly, we have the 3 QR codes that Plarium have provided with me, and each of these QR codes gives a unique epic champion, and you can use these in conjunction with any other promo code, including the new player promo codes. So the champions that come with these QR codes, the first one is a Bannerlord, and that is Knight Errant. I didn't even know I had this guy. He does Leech on the A1, will ignore 30% of the target's defense. That's always good. Ignore defense is a surefire way to increase your damage. Attack-based champion. 90% chance of placing a stun. Resets the cooldowns. Okay, that's not too bad. 90% is a bit strange. Instead of 100 or 75, 90 is a bit weird. 100% chance of placing weaken for 2 turns. Damage is increased by 75% if this champion has full HP. So this should be a smack. It is on a 6-turn cooldown though. I guess resets the cooldown. Okay, so basically what you want to do is kill someone with the A2 and then go back to the A3. See, even though that's on a 4-turn cooldown, it's alright. He must hit hard, but cooldowns are kind of a letdown. The second one is Drake, which is a lizard man. Look at this chieftain. Look at him. Absolute chieftain. But he grants an extra turn if an enemy is killed. This is a good ability if you can get a team on a low HP. So if you've got like 5 enemies, they're all like 10% HP. This guy will go bang, 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 kill all of them. No problem. Attacks one enemy. If the target has less than 50% HP, this attack is always critical. On a 3-turn cooldown, it's not AoE though. That's kind of a bit annoying. And a decreased speed and decreased accuracy debuff on all enemies if this attack is critical. On a 4-turn cooldown, this isn't terrible really. An AoE decreased speed, but it only hits 1 enemy. It's alright. It's alright, I guess. And the last one is Sacred Order, I believe, and that will be Talia. Now Talia does have an A1 that attacks 3 times, which would be good for something like Fire Knight, and then you got increased crit rate and attack. Although it's the weak source increased attack, instead of 50%, it's 25%, and then attacks all enemies on a 3-turn cooldown. I guess that's not bad either. So I was a bit confused while reading this. It just says that places on enemies for 2 turns. So basically, placing instead of hitting an enemy, basically the debuff won't get resisted on a weak hit, because there won't be any weak hits because it's not an attack. It's just a debuff. So that's pretty good as well. And allegedly, this hits really hard. This does hit really hard, and especially if you're with Phoenix as well, you'll get the bomb thing. So I think out of all 3 of these champions, I would go with Talia. I would definitely go with Talia. Yeah, out of the 3. So I would use Talia, I would use Get You DK as my personal combo if I was to start this game again. And thank you so much again to Raid for sponsoring this video. I'm so glad that they continue to support my channel, and especially for a game that I enjoy to play so much. And if you guys have any questions about anything about Raids, I'm pretty knowledgeable in the game. I'm not like 100%, but I know enough to get me through. Just leave a comment down below and I'll do my best to answer them. And just to say again, if you want the QR codes, I'd go with Talia, and I would go with Get UDK. But that's it guys, hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the future.